Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Loretta. So, in the last episode, I believe my ex husband's, as we'll go ahead and call him now, daughter came by the house looking for her father. She also brought her boyfriend, maybe slash husband, along with her. Also, we are dealing with some issues with a neighbor who has some issues with the land, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been a little bit since the last episode. It's actually been about a week or so. I've recorded a few things since then, but honestly, I forgot. I completely forgot to upload this. I meant to upload this about a week ago. So yeah, I just got caught up with work and stuff like that. There were a lot of changes going on at work, and that kind of kept me very busy. And then going into this week, a little bit understaffed this week. So yeah, it's been kind of hard keeping up with everything. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into this one, shall we? I think this is where we were. That is a brain. Okay. And I guess we're reconfiguring a bottle. Or a bottle with a picture in it? Or is that a rat? Tis a rat. Oh, hello. Oh, good lord. Walter. Hi, honey. You don't look so good. I don't blame you, given the circumstances. Hmm. Oh, don't give me that face, please. Listen, I need the combination for the safe, Walter. Say something. Come on, normally I can't get you to shut up. Uh, I mean, I couldn't. I wanted to tell you so much, about what was tormenting me, burning me up on the inside. And now that you're finally quiet enough to listen, I don't know what to say. Kelly's here. Her boyfriend's pretty lousy, in my opinion. Just some loser. And a dumb one at that. But that's just my first impression. We know how deceiving those can be. You forgot. Hmm? Look. There. In the basement. What do you mean? Walt? Okay, so she just pulled a disco Elysium and got some information out of the body. I should play that on the channel, now that I think about it. I haven't played an honest version of that game. Ma'am, are you sleepwalking? Puddle. A puddle. Looks like the roof's leaking. Jesus, you guys are still going at it? Mmm. That. Screw it, it's my house. Lord. What's gotten into you, Loretta? Well, have fun. Okay, is there anything in here? Just a clock. Okay. Is that gonna be a clue for something later? Hmm. Looks like the clock stopped. What is that? A fuse. What's it lying in the sink for? I hope it didn't get wet. Well, guess it wouldn't be a mystery game if it didn't have fuses in it. It ain't right. Yeah, this doesn't look normal. Use box, so we need one more. Hmm. Where would the next fuse be? It's raining pitchforks, and I'm wearing a 90. As a representative of the South, and I do mean the Deep South, from the former capital of the Confederacy that is Alabama, I've never heard that term before. It's raining pitchforks. Maybe cats and dogs. I've heard that one before, but not that one. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, all right, don't get mad. So maybe it has to do with the clock, unless I'm just not. I didn't skim over something. I can't look at the clock anymore. Maybe in there? One more. That'll do it. Ma'am, why do you have fuses in the sink? I'm pretty sure this is a dream of some sorts, but still. Also, just leaving all these windows open at night is crazy. Like, I am super paranoid, and there's no way I would allow this. Okay, last fuse. All right, let's get on this elevator to hell. I'll be damned. Tis a book. Tropic of Cancer, Henry Miller. That sounds familiar, but I don't know what it's about. Just cold ashes. Good evening, ma'am. Evening. Are you alone? We all are. What's going on in there? Private soiree. Invitation only. May I see yours? Oh darn, looks like I went and left mine in another dress. That's quite all right, miss. I think someone is expecting you. Expecting me? Who could that be? Why don't you come in and find out? Sounds tempting. But I don't think my dress suits the occasion. Come now, you look gorgeous, if I may be so bold. A cigarette, miss? It's Mrs., actually. And I quit a few years back. Who am I kidding? That don't matter now. Just so you know, I'm aware that I'm dreaming. Whatever you say. Got a light? Loretta draws deeply on the cigarette. Forgot how much I enjoyed that. One shouldn't deny themselves pleasure. Don't disagree with you there. It's pretty nice here. I'm getting a strange feeling. Like I've been here before. Of course, madam. We only serve those with memberships here. If you don't mind me asking, what will you do about the girl and the degenerate? Beg your pardon? What has started should be finished, Loretta. If you were me, what would you do? I'm afraid I'm not you, madam. Each man is the architect of his own fate, but I am deeply convinced that you know what needs to be done. Of course I do. Is anyone going to pick up the phone? I believe it is for you. Hello? What in the... Oh. This can't be happening. The wine bottle fell off the table. Its contents spread and seeped into the cracks of the floorboards like blood. Obituary. Vivian O'Hara was an ornithologist who dedicated her life to the study of beautiful creatures. Returning from an expedition to the island of Mauritius, Miss O'Hara tragically died in a car accident at the age of 40. The science community grieves and expresses their condolences to the relatives of the deceased. Scientists recognize not only Miss O'Hara's deep contribution to the development of ornithology, but appreciates her work as an experienced and talented educator and a wonderful writer. Ms. O'Hara has written over 150 articles, books, monographs, and other publications. The funeral service is scheduled to take place. Okay. I recognize this tune. I've heard it somewhere before. So I'm guessing that's who she got inspiration for the lying of the job from. Shh, honey, it's all right. Calm down. Here you go. Oh, God. What now? Let's get all this cleared away, shall we? Quicker, perhaps? Oh, God. Our memory is selective. We only remember what we want to. Hello? Oh, God. The next morning, I remember grinding meat. And Walter, who never lifted a finger or do anything to help me around the house, Mr. Lazy himself, by some divine coincidence, had sharpened the kitchen knives. Good morning, Lo. I think you mean good afternoon. Ah, come on, Ma. Rough night. Why the long face? Oh, Mickey and me had a fight is all. What smells so good? I'm making some mincemeat. Gonna fix us up some dumplings? Oh, that'll hit the spot. Daddy always raves about your cooking. Mm-hmm. Can I help with anything? Nah, I'm almost done. Fair enough. I just make a mess of it anyway. Got any coffee? God, I'd die for a good old cup of joe. Best I can offer is chicory root. There's chicory root in the basement if you want. Chico what? I think I'll pass. Thanks anyway. Suit yourself. Where's Mick? Oh, he's out in the backyard trying to fix our car. Ah, so he is. Must be sweating up a storm, the poor thing. Oh, but don't worry about him. He knows his way around a car. A regular grease monkey. Yeah, he certainly fixed you up real good last night, didn't he? Yeah, do I want to say this? I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Oh, Mama. Quit being so jealous. Not my fault the old man hasn't taken a look under your hood in a while. Where is he, by the way? I don't know, girl. What do you mean you don't know? Does he do this often? Disappear, I mean? The grinder crunches through a meat vein. Did you know your father's been seeing another woman? No, I didn't. Though I can't say I'm surprised, neither. Don't forget he left his first family, too. And he had a child. He had me. The meat squeaks and squelches in the grinder. Well, anyway. Listen, Lo, I've been meaning to ask. You used to work as a hairdresser, right? Hmm. Don't suppose you could cut mine. If that's what you want. Sure thing, Kelly. I'll give you a good cut. Oh, God. Oh, I'm sure this is going to go well. So what was it you want to discuss with your father? Oh, Lo, I don't know. It's a family matter. We're family. Well, to some extent. What does Mickey do for a living? Oh, Mickey isn't much of a working man. The road's what he's after. Doesn't do well with enclosed spaces. Like he can't sit still or something. So he's unemployed. Oh, no. Well, actually, yeah. But he wants to be a racer. A bike racer specifically? Oh, okay. And what do you want? Me? I just want everything to go right for a change. These past few years have been tough, Looking after my mother was hard, and now I'm gonna have a baby. Then I felt sick. Sick from the thoughts that had been spinning in my head all this time, and all the things I'd done or came close to doing. Kelly's gonna have a baby. Ignoring the fact that she and Mickey are basically children themselves. They have their whole lives ahead of them. But for me, my die was cast the moment I stopped at that damn gas station. I'd already been considering that if I were able to sell the novel to Schaefer and leave town, then maybe Kelly and Mickey could move in here. Maybe they'd be able to find a happiness here that Walter and I never could. You were right. We're almost done. And not even 15 minutes have gone by. How nice. I love it. Well, hands always remember what they've done. Were you expecting anybody? I wasn't. Maybe it's Daddy. No, I'm pretty sure that's the neighbor guy. Wait a minute. It's too late. I ain't gonna do that now. Not a chance. You sure about that? You want to give it some more thought? Okay. Good afternoon. Oh, okay. Afternoon. What's going on? Milk delivery, ma'am. This must be some mistake. No, that's impossible. But we don't get milk delivered here. You disappointed us, Loretta. Excuse me? You had such a promising start. Only to let yourself balk to petty cowardice right at the finish line. I don't understand. Oh, but you do understand. You've done so much work, told so many lies, all for what? I ain't a murderer. I think Walter might have a thing or two to say about that. All right, Lo, time is running out, so listen carefully. Margaret will be here soon. Get rid of her. Pull yourself together, Loretta. This is your last chance. Got it? Who is this dude? Scalaritas Fail? Make sure Margaret forgets how to get here. For good. Otherwise, the consequences will be irreversible. But I don't know the combination. Yes, you do. Think. when it all started, when it all start for Walter and end for you. Remember what happened in New York. Well, ma'am, looks like I got the wrong address. Sorry about that. I hope you have a great day. Hey, Laura, who was it? Loretta, are you okay? Miss Harris? Yes, I'm fine. Just a little Laura. Intrusive thoughts, a little strong. Okay. Walter's popularity waned after the war ended, and people stopped buying his books. One of the stories did get turned into a screenplay starring Rita Hayworth, but that was more an exception than a rule. Walter did his best to put on a brave face, but there's no denying it bruised his ego. They didn't even put his name in the end credits. He put a down payment on a luxury rental apartment on 12th Avenue. Walter was, well, not a communist, that's for sure. But he was at least a socialist in his beliefs. Not that I can really tell the difference, mind. It was pretty fashionable among writers and artists back then. As the daughter of a hard-working miner who died in the mine just a day before it was closed, I can't say I shared in his leftist ideals. Don't mean I think that the Jews, Bolsheviks, or that Stalin feller pose any threat to the American way of life. But I still consider communism to be nothing more than a fiction, fueled by intellectuals on the East Side who hardly worked a day in their lives. I'm pretty sure they would disagree about that, but we argue from time to time. Walter called me, or rather, people who shared my way of thinking. You know, hypothetical people who probably exist somewhere. But basically myself personified for the purpose of his conversation. Philistines. Said the Philistines' paradise is an easily swayed construction that only needed a good rub for the blinkers to fall off. But the Philistines' paradise ain't so bad. We lived in it while we're in New York, in a way. We had a cozy rental apartment with an electrical toaster, an electric iron, and one of those automatic lemon squeezers. Sure, we paid for it all in installments. So what? I can say one thing for sure. It was much better being in a boring, well-fed paradise than in some crumbling old barn with no central heating. Walter may have needed to hear the rustle of wheat for his inspiration. All I ever heard was the whispers of demons. God, that accent is thick. What's up? I took her to bed. How's she looking? She seems all right, but I'm no doctor. She said it's the weather. You want to head out? Oh, I don't even know anymore. Maybe we shouldn't leave her alone, you know? Oh, come on. She nearly broke her damn neck, Mick. But she didn't, did she? What else is there for us to do here? She gave me a haircut, though. She did? When'd you get that done? You wouldn't have even noticed if I hadn't said nothing. Well, it's beautiful. Can we hit the road now? Fine, let's go. Are you gonna take the car? There's no way to turn back now. And there never will be. It's so noisy inside my head. My thoughts are all murky. No, scattered even. I don't want to think. I want to act. But it feels like there's a glass wall in front of me. And I'm gonna break it. Jesus, those intrusive thoughts, I tell you. December 24th. The day after my birthday. How could I have been so blind? December 24th, 1946. The day that divided my life into a before and after. That's the combination. The manuscript, or typescript to be more precise. Straw bull. 200 pages of yellowed, strange smelling paper. Inches of metal had been keeping me away from my destiny. And finally, I held the book in my hands. It wouldn't be a work of Walt's if it didn't include some pretentious epigraph from John Milton. I don't know this poem. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven or hell, a heaven of hell, and a hell of heaven. It's been a long time since I read Paradise Lost. I think I was in high school when I read that. But it's like I said before, I don't read much. A sharp knock on the door interrupted me from enjoying the moment. It was Margaret, right on time. Sorry, but I only got a chicory root. You know what? This'll do. Thanks for the milk. I hope you choke on it. Ain't it funny how nothing's changed? Excuse me? This living room, I mean, the Harris house. Or your house, I suppose. Might be a little dustier than before, but that's about it. Ma'am, are you okay? Double-crossing bitch. Walter and I were friends when we were kids, you know. We'd spend entire days here at Mrs. Harris. Before Clarence passed away? Oh yeah, Loretta. Long before that. But Clarence ended up being the best of us. I'm so proud of him. His Purple Heart and his Bronze Star. You used them to open your favorite ginger ale. Or delivered with a letter from the president. Can you imagine? I think I saw a rat out on the porch. Yeah, I ran out of poison. Margaret takes a sip of her milk. So who's the fetching young couple you rent into? Well, that's Walter's daughter, Kelly, and her fiance. Get out of town. I'd love to meet her. Tell them to make sure they come pay me a visit. So, Walter still hasn't showed up? Well, you don't see him here, do you? The sheriff came and spoke to me, Loretta. Bill's a good man, but I ain't told him about our situation. Not yet, anyway. He tell you that Walter did time once? I don't understand. What's not to understand? Your lover Walter's an ex-con? You shouldn't go making up stories, Loretta. Guess neither of us knew him as well as we thought, huh? This ain't like him. What about his novel? The manuscript's upstairs in his safe. He left it here? He told me they were sending him a check. What are you getting at? Is that why you decided to ruin my marriage? You ruined it yourself, Loretta. Walter's miserable around you. Don't you get it? You're the miserable one. This isn't going to end well. Why don't you just go back to the hole you crawled out of? Now you're telling me he just up and left? Left me, left his novel, left his own daughter? He left her a long time ago, Margaret. You think you're the first? You ever asked what happened with Kelly's mother? Left to rot with tuberculosis. And Walter kindly paid for the funeral. Linda drank one too many of those radium drinks, and you know that. You know why we moved then? Because he wanted to finish his book. Quit being such a fool. Walter's always been a coward. One small problem's enough to make him turn tail and run. I don't trust you, Loretta. Then get this through that ginger scalp of yours. Let's say you're right. Let's say his filthy lying ass is currently rotting in the well out in the yard. Rats slowly picking his bones clean and all that. A fate he'd totally deserved, by the way. Even if that were all true, it'd be your word against mine. This place is freezing. Is it the room spinning or is it just me? Should have called it quits at that last vodka martini. Yeah, okay. The last 3 vodka martinis. The lights on in the bathroom. Is Loretta still up? I urgently need to take a leak. Okay, now I'm Walter. Hey, you in there? Let me in, would you? I really gotta go. Laura? Oh, for Christ's sakes. Yeah, this isn't a good feeling. Yeah, I'm probably gonna regret this. But Loretta ain't giving me any other options. Oh, the sink, sir? Oh, yeah. That's much better. The hell's calling at this time of night? Hello? Oh, it's you. Yeah, I told you I would. I'm not whispering because it's 2 in the morning. Because my wife. What the fuck, Frank? Why are you calling me at my house? How'd you even get the call through at all? No, I'm not drunk. Yes, yes, I hear you. I got it. Tell Wallace I have something even better. He's gonna love it. I just need a couple more weeks. I know, Frank, but 2 weeks aren't gonna hurt anybody. That's none of your business. How would they know? No, I haven't spoken to anyone. Are you trying to scare me? Don't try me, you fat fuck. I know what I'm doing. I've gotta go. Don't call me here again. Think you're so clever, huh? Well, I've got other plans, Frank. Where'd I put those fucking matches? I need the number. Think, Walter, think. Bedroom. They'll be in the writing desk. I'm gonna bend you all over, bunch of greedy assholes. The bedroom is Johnny's bedroom. I shouldn't go in, or I'll wake the baby. What a guy, huh? Spent your whole life trudging through bullshit, just like the rest of them. But look at you now, standing in a tux, as crisp as a new dollar bill. Wish my folks could see me now. So you don't want to go in there. You don't want to go in there. So here? The keys in a coat. Oh, you blockhead. So where's your coat, sir? Hmm. My typewriter. Hasn't brought me money or fame. Loretta forgot to turn it off. Again. Must have been listening to one of her lousy radio plays. I really wish she'd pick up a book. Okay. That's it. One call. No Wallace, no Chambers. No more dirty work. Only literature, honest to goodness literature. Suck it, Robert Penn Warren. But there will be no turning back. These people are dangerous. Screw it. Dangerous or not, they're gonna make me rich. Are they though? Because, I mean, you're kind of dead. Dumb broad woke the baby up. Oh, you fat son of a. I guess I gotta answer the phone. I told you not to call here, you fuck. Oh, honey. Sorry, I thought it was someone else. Yeah, everything's fine. I got home just fine. Are you okay? Can't sleep? Oh, yeah. Miss you too, baby doll. What? She's not asleep, no. No, I haven't told her. I don't know when the time is right. When the time is right. Okay? Go to bed, baby. Good night. I love you too. Bye. Ah, mega piece of shit. Mm. Loretta, are you out of your mind? Laura, you fall asleep there? Open the door. Do you hear me? Open the door right now. God, Loretta, what have you done? Do be careful with the china. You're you're sick, Loretta. Maybe so, but I'll be sick and 30 grand richer. And then I'll be long gone. Oh, you hear that? That'll be an important call. From the publishing house, most likely. I'll be back in a moment. Should I kill the ginger bitch now? Maybe I should let her go. What can she really do? Run crying to Bill? She's probably rolling around with him, too. Who'd believe her? I won't be much more than a memory by the time anyone figures it out. Cuba? Tahiti? Hawaii? The world's gonna open up for you like you won't believe, Loretta. All you gotta do is make a choice. Aloha. Hello, Miss Harris. We accept the offer. One of our guys is already on his way to you. Mr. Fitzgerald. He'll be in touch when he's in town. Marvelous. Oh, and Miss Harris, please accept our deepest condolences on behalf of the Atlantic press team. We are extremely concerned and hope Mr. Harris will return soon. When I finally hung up, Margaret was nowhere to be found. Must have gotten scared. Wish I hadn't wasted my chicory root entertaining her. Either way, I had the manuscript. All I had to do was wait for Fitzgerald. But of course, something just had to go wrong. Something I never would have expected. What in the hell is going on now? Am I supposed to be doing anything? Oh, I guess I am. Oh, so I guess I gotta avoid it? Nope, over here. Now I need you all to be over here. Are those flies or are those birds? Come on. All the way over here. Oh, okay. And now back to the middle. Please stop flying wildly. I am hanging on by a thread. Why are you flying so stupidly? Did you say something? No. We're nearly there. I think I saw a dead bird on the road. Close the window. Why'd you close it? It's so stuffy in here. Noisy, too. I can barely hear my own thoughts. Be patient, we're almost there. Is that your hip flask rattling around over there? Walter ignores and keeps driving. You know we're on the highway, right, Walter? Yep, not another car in sight. Relax, okay? Maybe I should drive for a while. No need. Like I said, we're almost there. Good, because I'm starting to get car sick from all the wheat fields. You and me both. What happens now? So we're gonna run a farm now like your folks did? I reckon there ain't much difference between cotton and wheat, huh? Please don't start. Then talk to me. How am I supposed to know what happens now? I don't have all the answers. You're not in the mood today. I get that. But moving out here should do you some good. It'll do us both some good. You know what? Maybe we should just sit in silence. You read my mind. Hand me that damn flask. Did I make it? Well, not until you find out where old girl is. Really? Again? I'm gonna sue that damn plumber. Unsettling hole. The noise is coming from the hole this time, but it's all boarded up. I can't pull them off with my bare hands, like I saw an axe in the barn. Okay. Goddamn music. Why do they always got to play some melody? Over and over and over. Well, at least the barn isn't too far. Wow, this is a creepy ass barn. And why is the axe all the way over here? This'll do. I hope I don't get a splinter. Also, weren't you supposed to kill Margaret? What's the consequence of that? Of not doing that? Oh, Lord. You scared me. What do you want? Hey, I'm talking to you. What are you staring at? Y'all shouldn't yell at old Jim Bob, ma'am. He's a mute. So what do you want? There's a little problem. Would you go take a look? I don't have time for that. Alrighty, ma'am. We'll keep out of your hair. Come on, Jim Bob. A pair of hillbillies poking their noses around. Best put an end to that sooner rather than later. Okay. Might want to keep that axe handy. The sooner I start, the sooner I'll finish. What's inside? I can't see a thing. Oh, great. The sound of brakes? Sounds like a car is pulled up in the driveway. Oh, Jesus, sir, your necks. He wipes his neck with a handkerchief. You've got a very lovely house, ma'am. Oh, okay, now we're at the beginning. Don't bother. I can't stand this place either. Is this Mr. Harris's house? His parents. Ma'am, how long has Mr. Harris been gone for? Why don't you start off telling me, ma'am, who it was that hired you? Ahem, of course. I work for a firm called Wallace and Partners. I represent the interests of Mr. Wallace. Your husband owes Mr. Wallace a substantial sum of money, ma'am. Did Mr. Harris mention anything about that to you? No, but I've heard about Wallace. And I know he used to be a criminal. You may be right. But who can truly call themselves a saint in today's world? Mr. Wallace has paid back his debt to society and is now worthy enough to live in it. You know, he recently donated $30,000 for disabled war vets. If Wallace gives away his money so easily, then what does he want with my husband? We don't have any money. You're wasting your time. You have to understand, ma'am. We wish Walter no harm. We're old friends of his, and we want to help. Think about it. Would I really drive all the way across the country just to collect on some old debt? Mr. Wallace knows about Walter's money situation. You see, he was supposed to pass on a particular item to us, an item that belongs to us. What are you talking about? Did Walter ever happen to show you a box? A box? Yes. A wooden one with a lock on it. I don't know what you mean, mister. Why would he ever show me a box? Beads of sweat fall from Chambers' face onto his wrinkled shirt. Can I get you something to drink? Honestly, I was hoping you'd ask. The kitchen's just down the hall. So she left a few things out. You're not going to answer that? Hello, Miss Harris. I've been trying to reach you this past couple days. I've studied the archives, and it turns out there was once a cattle burial site on your land. You know, for sick animals and such. The contagious kind. Contagious? Using the area for farming is actually prohibited by law. But I suspect Mr. Harris, and I mean your husband's father, managed to skirt around that law somehow. And? Well, I'm no expert, ma'am, but I think the cadaveric waters must have reached the soil and poisoned the crops. I suggest sharing this information with Mr. Morgan. The drainage from the burial site will ruin his harvest too, most likely. But it ain't your fault. I see. Well, thank you. Did something happen? No, nothing important. Let's go into the kitchen. After you. Let me ask you, ma'am, why did you move out here in the first place? Walter wanted to write his book. And did he? Yeah, he's working with a publishing house. With Mr. Schaefer, yes, I know. Mighty interesting, isn't it? First you moved from New York, then Walter up and disappears. Maybe he was afraid you were coming. Maybe he was. Tell me, Miss Harris, where do you think your husband might be? Got any ideas? He's in the well. Begging your pardon? Shit. I don't know what song that is, but or at least I don't remember the name of the song. He also left. Oh, poor Chambers. He didn't even think he'd. Okay, could you slow down? I was and then I saw it. A furious dance with hundreds of birds whirling in the sky. They called it a murmuration. Didn't think I'd ever get to see it. Truly hypnotizing. I had nowhere to run. Not like I'd have enough gasoline anyway. Such a stupid, impulsive decision. I killed a stranger. And that dumb hillbilly saw me doing it. Would he tell anyone? Not that it'd make a difference. Apparently, I just ain't the person I thought I could be. I'm so sorry it turned out this way, Walt. But you can't force a river to flow backwards. There's no plugging together. I just couldn't remember. But then I understood that I didn't really want to. Okay. Get up, Loretta. We've got a lot more work to do. No, please. I can't do it anymore. So that's it. You're done? Palm trees, pina coladas, young, tan-skinned boys are all still within your reach. It's the middle of the century, after all. Concentration camps, nuclear holocaust? Who are they to judge you? It's high time you became a master of your own destiny. Now grow up. Get out from under their oppressive thumbs. Throw off the shackles. Who knows, maybe you'll even write your own memoir someday. The world is your oyster, Loretta. Now come on and get up. Yeah, get up. Now keep this in mind. We're not the only ones looking for Walter. There are people out there who only want to cause him and his family harm. I'm staying at the Twin Oaks Motel. If Walter happens to show up, you be sure to call me. Here's my card. Your husband is in serious danger, but you and I can help him together. So I'm guessing there are multiple endings to this. But yeah, I was gonna say that the that music that was playing, I can't remember the name of it. All I remember is that when I was in band in high school, I actually got an award for playing that song. That was in middle school. The hell are you? Okay. So you just gotta find the points. Well-dressed man. Miss Harris? Good morning. How are you doing? Patrick Fitzgerald, at your service. I represent the legal interests of the Atlantic Press. We spoke on the phone. It's a pleasure to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Can I get you anything? No, thank you. Yes, I don't trust that vending machine food either. Well, Miss Harris, I have to admit, that letter of yours was, unexpected. I hope you understand. The scale of the trust my firm has in your husband. I was sent out here from Mississippi, you know. Well, that's terrible. We expect Mr. Harris to reappear soon, of course. And then we'll all learn the secret of his mystical disappearance. But before that, I have a couple questions. Remind me, What novel are we talking about here? You don't know? I do, but I like to be sure. The Straw Bull. Have you read it, by the way? No, I ain't a fan. Oh, I feel you there. I'm not a big reader either. Fantastic. Loretta notices his soft hands. She realizes this is the first time she's seen a man with a manicure. In that case, I suggest we call it quits on the coffee. You hand over the manuscript, and I make some calls. We can get contracts written up, and you do have the manuscript with you, right? That ain't gonna work, mister. No contracts, not this time. I thought I made my point very clear in the letter. Your point? That's right, 30,000. A check is fine if you can't do cash. A check, huh? Listen, Fitzgerald. If you want the novel, then you're gonna have to pay me. For a moment, a look of incandescent rage flashes across Fitzgerald's clean-shaven reptilian face. After a pause, his smile returns with a sparkle. Well, all right. We'll play our game. No contracts. I can even write that check right for you right now. But I gotta see the manuscript first. The manuscript's at home, locked up in a safe. Fitzgerald takes a slurp of his coffee. Did you come here by car? Geez, this coffee is lousy. Yeah, I drove here. The journey home usually took 25 to 30 minutes. But with Fitzgerald's high-speed motor, we got there in 15. He really put the pedal to the metal. He looks like the guy from, what was that, No Country for Old Men? And seemed quite comfortable doing it, like he was used to it. You couldn't make that band hush up for love or money. His lips were flapping the whole time, talking about weather and sports, his work over in Mississippi, Louisiana, singing the praises of New Orleans cuisine. So, 30 grand, that's quite the pretty sum. I'd say it's fair. Looking at you, I get the impression your company ain't short on money. Hey, so long as folk want to keep reading about people sleeping with and murdering each other, then your husband, myself, and even you will be set for life. No, it can't be. The safe's open. I don't get it. Someone stole my manuscript. Oh, that's swell. Chambers. Well, Miss Harris, looks like we're done here. No, wait. I know who stole it. I know where it is. I'll get it back. That's certainly an entertaining story, Loretta. You've given me quite the performance. It was an intimidation act at first, but now you've evolved into Broadway. I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Harris jumped out from behind that curtain and sang us a tune next. No, please. You've already wasted too much of my time. I'm heading back to Mississippi, and I'll be sure to advise Mr. Schaefer away from any further dealings with you or your husband, wherever he may be. I'm begging you, stay in town just a little longer. I'll get you the manuscript. Fitzgerald sighs deeply. I don't know what you're planning, but my boss is deeply interested in that book for some reason. I'll be leaving tomorrow at noon. Be sure to keep that in mind, because I won't be coming back again. We clear? Crystal, I'll bring the manuscript. I promise. Well, all right then. Can I use your phone? Fog and rain again. I raced down the slick road in a frenzied rage, heading to the motel that Chambers had written on his business card. Fat-ass moron with rotten teeth. He must have stolen the manuscript when I was in the basement. But why? How could he have even known the combination? Who is this Mr. Wallace he's working for? And why do they need my manuscript? The rain soon gave way to hail. It fell so hard I considered stopping to change the tires. I almost missed it as I struggled to keep the car on the road. The neon sign winked in the darkness. Twin Oaks. I assumed that Margaret stole it, but okay. Here it is. I find Chambers. I find the manuscript. The porter ain't here. Lucky you, Loretta. Let's see what we got here. Chambers ain't on the list. He must have used another name. Damn, but which one? Too fancy. This one ain't even a man's name. Two women sharing a room? Neff. That's a weird name. Angel? I don't think that's his style. Another woman's name. Sound like a couple of plain Janes from the Midwest. This one looks familiar. I think I went to school with this guy. Chicken Scratch. Charles F. Banks. Okay. What about Charles F. Banks? Frank Chambers. Bingo. It's an anagram. Looks like he's in room 12. Oh, I didn't even know that. It's just, okay. Room keys. They're locked behind the glass. I can't get to them from here. Ain't got any change. Coffee machine. A bulky coffee machine. Paradise for roaches. I ain't digging through the trash. Fair enough. Stuff only? Or staff. Jesus, okay. Chambers, you in there? Open up. Loretta pulls on the handle. It's locked. Of course it is. Well, let's go back downstairs. Locked. But it looks like the key's still in the other side. I can try an old newspaper trick. Mama would sometimes lock me and my brother in a room when we were kids, but she'd always leave the key in the door. We learned that if you could slip a newspaper under the door and give it a good enough push, okay, but I need a newspaper. You sure you don't have any, things on you? Perhaps, mayhaps? Don't want to knock on that door. Oh, you gonna look for some change? A quarter. This could come in handy. Okay. Buy a newspaper. Hey, where's my newspaper? Come on, you dumb bucket of bolts. Give me back my money. Ma'am, can I help you with something? What happened? I think I lost my room key. To tell the truth, I lost my room key. What's your last name? Oh, I'm Miss Banks, room 12? Mr. Banks came alone. Who are you? Look, I know my husband is in there with my cousin. Oh, ma'am. I wish I could help, but your husband paid for the room fair and square. I can't give you the key. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I gotta kill you now, too. May I borrow a newspaper? I tried putting money in the machine, but nothing worked, and I can't get it back. You're welcome to it. Ain't a single thing of interest in there anyway, aside from the baseball. Bertha warned me, don't bet on the Reds, you old fool. Okay. So can you see me from over here? Excuse me, ma'am. That room's for staff only. You'd find some way to distract the porter. Let's see. Maybe I can make a phone call. I guess you can't get any change. Call room service? Room service? How may I help you? Hey, there's a fountain spouting out of my toilet. You gotta send someone to room 5 and fast. What in the? I'm on my way. Hopefully that'll distract him for a while. I mean, I probably would have just killed him, but you know, that's just me. That did the trick. He won't be gone for long, though. Okay. Smells damp in here. Note. Mike, the broad in 11's complaining about some stink in the ventilation. I think a rat might have died in there. Go check it out. Toolbar. Call it intuition, but I feel like I'm gonna need this screwdriver. Fair enough. Meh. I don't think I need anything else. Key to room 11. Oh, crap. Better than nothing, I suppose. What the hell are you doing, Loretta? I'm lucky the real Mr. Woodhouse ain't here. Jesus. I ain't Amelia Earhart. About time I get used to it. Okay, so something about the ventilation? Empty. A Protestant Bible. They put one of these in every room. I don't really believe in God, or rather, I don't want to, given all that's happened. I can feel the air moving around my feet. Move the armchair. A vent. That's probably connects the room to chambers. I might be able to turn the screws if I had a coin or something. Damn it all. Ma'am, you don't. Did you leave the screwdriver? All right, here we go. I swear this is the only time I'm doing it again. Chambers, you there? The suitcase is locked. I can't open it. Okay, a holster. That's Chambers' pistol. Is it loaded? But where is he? You don't want to take that by some chance? Crumpled newspapers. I've seen these in detective movies. They put these down so they can hear people sneaking toward the bed. Who or what was Chambers afraid of? Okay. That's the ventilation. I don't think there's. Can't leave now. Still need to look around. Oh. Oh, for the love of. Chambers. What a stench. how long he's been here. I think I'm gonna puke. Chambers' fat fingers look like bloody sausages, but it looks like they're holding on to something. A key. I'm too old for this shit. Well then, are we just gonna walk out of his room? Nope, through the ventilation. Ain't no way I'm going back in there. Oh. Oh, to the suitcase. Bad news, boss. Harris ain't here, just his wife. And it's hard to say whether she's just acting a fool or if she really is one. Only thing I can say for sure is he's gone AWOL. This job ain't easy. Pig's already making a mess of things. But I've got one last lead. Margaret Hatfield, a neighbor. The widow that Walter's been sleeping with. I'll pay her a visit tomorrow. Oh yeah, I think I'm being followed. I'll call again from a payphone later. Take the letter out. It was clear from Chambers' strange telegram that neither he nor Mr. Wallace were interested in the manuscript. They were chasing down Walter for old unpaid debts. And it looks like Chambers had some of his own too. Guess he'll never repay them now. Okay. I was more than a little confused. Who stole my manuscript? If it wasn't Chambers. Am I asking too many questions? I ain't getting any answers. I'm a simple woman. I got simple desires. Why does everything fall apart the one time I decide to try my luck? The storm wasn't letting up, so I headed home. Must have got some of Chambers' blood on me. Some corrosive thoughts were eating away at my head from the inside. Black raindrops rolled off of my wet hair. A gas light flickered in the kitchen. Loretta sniffs at the air. Something smells weird. Like someone smoking cigars. It's coming from the kitchen. I guess it wouldn't take much to just walk in the damn house. Who the hell are you? Take a seat. Why doesn't anyone just do as they're told? Listen, if it's money you want, shut the fuck up. You will speak when spoken to. Where's Harris? Who the hell are you? I'll ask again. Where's Harris? I don't know. Where's the box? What box? Quit playing dumb. If I hear one more lie come out of your mouth, I'll pierce your eye with a needle. Now where's the box? Lie. It's in the yard. What was that? Speak up. In the red barn. The barn? Where exactly? It's in a big chest. The stranger sighs. Guess that means I'm getting wet again. You better pray that I find it. Listen, I don't know what. Quit squirming. Oh, wait. No. No. That asshole chained me to the stove. Ready to get a pair of handcuffs. Is he a cop? No way. Not with a face like this, like his. I can't die here. Not like this. There's got to be some way to take him off. Open it. Let's see. Owls? I can give these a try, but I've got to be careful I don't break them. I only have 3. What am I doing here? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to die. Oh, this is like Skyrim, but crap. Dumb bitch. I warned you. Oh, wait. No, 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 no. No. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah. Okay. Nah, this is gonna be a little weird since I've never done this with a mouse and keyboard. Crap. Oh God. Oh boy, this is gonna take a second. Jesus, that took me so long. He must be out in the barn. It was not quite like how Skyrim is. But yeah, it was pretty difficult. Come on. Now, where you at, buddy? He's got a gun. There's no way he'll miss from that distance. I need to sneak up on him and try to stay in the shadows when the lightning strikes. Nasty bitch, how'd you die? Okay. Okay, so where are the shadows exactly? So I guess I need to get here? What? Okay, this is gonna be a pain. Okay. Hey, buddy. There you go. Who are you? I would probably cut some limbs off just to make sure. Nothing too crazy, just want to keep them immobile, might pick a fight. Oh, okay, you just killed him. Coat pocket. Jack Smith, private security. Tom Winters, insurance agent. Sam Plemons, Department of Health. Who are you? There's something in the inside pocket. A revolver with a full barrel. What, you're gonna shoot me, scumbag? He's shot me several times. Right inside pocket. A cigar. Damn it, not another cigar. We ain't done yet, buddy. You and I are going for a little walk. Well, that's two now. You're well on your way to becoming Wolverine. Oh, you're not dead. Wait. Oh, you're awake. I thought you died already. I'm bleeding. What are you... Hold on a minute. Let me get up. Any last words? I said, wait a minute, damn it. Want a needle in your eye, do you? What, not feeling so tough anymore? Beating up a woman in her own home? Listen, I got nothing on you. Uh, I just needed Harris. I told you he's dead and rotting in the well behind you, and you're gonna keep him company. Now give me your name. Let me go. You don't want to be a murderer, do you? You don't know nothing about me, mister. Start talking or I'll put a bullet in your knees. Okay, sweetheart. Flattery won't get you anywhere. I would have shot him in the foot just for that. Okay, okay, just relax. Look at me. I'm not going anywhere. What do you bastards want with my book? What book? Lady, are you out of your mind? He tries to laugh, but it quickly dissolves into pained coughing. Do you really think those books were paying for your livelihood? A nice house, great car? Open your eyes, sweetheart. Your husband is just another run-of-the-mill crook. What are you saying? They kidnapped a child and tortured it to death. You ever see the name Nancy Olson in the news? The old Baron's daughter? Of course I remember. It was printed everywhere. The ransom was paid. But the girl was never found. And she never will be. Well, she might, in some field somewhere with her head cut off, that is. The family eventually learned Wallace was involved. Something to do with the Union. So they hired me. You're lying. Hey, Wallace confessed everything to me before he croaked. So did his little errand boys all the way down the river. You think I'm going to believe that without any proof? It's right under your nose. The box. What's in it? I don't know for sure. A gift from Daddy or something. Far as I know, it ain't worth a fig. But your dummy of a husband, well, he decided to sell it. Then shit hit the fan. And he got out of Dodge, tried to cover his tracks. That's how I found him, actually. All right, then. Let's say you're telling the truth. You're cut from the same cloth. You and your big sack of money. How many people have you killed? Where do you draw the line of revenge? Line of revenge. Line of revenge. Hey, I only killed Chambers. Wallace died in a hospital. Sold his hospital gown out of pure fear. And Harris, well, you said he ain't a problem anymore. Olson lost his wife too, you know. He's got nothing left but money and revenge now. A dangerous combination. So the manuscript. Margaret. What? Who? Listen, Toots. Let me go. You could even keep the box if you want it. Harris is dead, and so is the fat-ass Chambers. My job's already done. I didn't have any intention of killing you. Bullshit. Okay, but believe me when I say this. It wasn't personal. You were just in the way. Walter was a vulture. The world will breathe a little easier without him in it. What would you do if you were little Nancy's father? You're a woman, a mother. You should understand. Just let me go. Should I let this dude go? You know what? I don't really care anymore. You know, even if you are telling the truth, that's Walter's problem, not mine. Wait, you got it all wrong. No, I got it right. I don't give two shits anymore. No, wait. All right, on to the next one. A plate. Some fine china. Margaret's house was much like our own, yet still so much nicer. The paint wasn't peeling off the walls and the fence didn't sag. She and Clarence didn't have as much land, but they managed it by themselves and then rent it out to farmers. Everything this filthy, thieving bitch had was better than anything I had, and she still decided to take away the last thing that was mine, a chance to change my life. Oh no. It's hard to describe the amount of anger I was feeling when I kicked her door down. I busted into her house, hollering her name, but got no answer. Photographs of Margaret and Clarence hung on the walls. There is some lithograph of a sprig of wheat in a dusty frame. Water dripped from my wet hair onto the muzzle of the revolver, and the wind blew the sweet scent of flowers through the room. Margaret? I didn't think you knew how to read. You. Give the manuscript back, Margaret. You're a monster. They'll throw you in the gas chamber for this. They might. But you'll end up with a hole in that thick skull of yours. Now give me the damn manuscript. You killed Walter. You killed him. What for? Some lousy scraps of paper? You'll die for 'em too if you ain't careful. Now enough talking. Then why? Was it revenge? Because Walter was leaving you? Life is much more than men, Loretta. As if a whore like you would know. Give me the manuscript. No way I'm handing it over to you. Get out of my house. You want to shoot? Then shoot. Add another crime to the list. One more is one less, right? Prove you've got no humanity left in you. I ain't giving you the book. You don't deserve his work. Walter was right. Right about what? Your son, Loretta. What was his name? Keep him out of this, you whore. Walter told me, but I didn't believe him. I just couldn't. But you killed him too, didn't you? Shut up, Margaret. You drowned your own baby. Shut the fuck up. What kind of person does that? Ah, shoot. Think of your soul, Loretta. You ain't talking your way out of this one, Margaret. Don't even try. You've got no idea how long I've waited for this. Goodbye, Margaret. Just. And the gas lamp broke. Click, click. And a battered Margaret rushed out into the yard. We ran like mad dogs in the wet wheat. My dress dirty with mud. Veins throbbed in my temples. I shot again and again, but I missed every time. Gunpowder burned my hand. I screamed, don't remember what exactly. Eventually Margaret screamed something too. I took aim and squeezed the trigger one last time. Then, after a little while, Margaret fell into the darkness. She lay in a puddle, holding her bleeding shoulder with her other hand. I must have hit an artery. You ruined my life, I screamed. You had no right to do that. I wanted to scream everything that was swirling around in mine at that pretty young face of hers. Beautiful even despite the mad grin on the verge of death. But I got scared. So I grabbed her by the hair and pushed her head deeper into the puddle. Then I held it there as long as I could. Blood mixed with dirty, black water, until it started to look like streaks of gasoline, or cranberry syrup and melted chocolate ice cream. Margaret struggled, slapping the water and splashing it sideways, until finally she stopped. I fell down beside her. Drops of rain rolled off my hair, washing away dust, blood, and sweat. I felt calm and free for the first time in forever. Then something as red as a sunset filled the sky. Black clouds hid the stars. Pillars of black smoke rose into the air. Margaret's house was on fire. My house burned down that day too. Good riddance to it. I think back on those days often. I don't live in the past, no. I try not to. I don't think about it as at lunch or dinner, or when I'm cleaning or getting ready for bed. But at night, those suppressed, passionate desires and dreams break free of the dungeon I ruthlessly banished them to. Are you missing a leg? I've been having weird dreams lately. In them, human bodies melt like wax brought to a fire. I wake up several times a night. My throat runs dry with thirst. My thoughts seem to run dry too, like a river or a well. My forehead and armpits grow sticky with sweat, and I can't get my words out straight. I ain't sure what I'm saying at all, or what's being said to me, but I eventually open my eyes. The bright ceiling lamp makes me want to puke. They never turn the lights off in the cells. The little blue ring looks like an artificial sun, and its rays feel heavier than anything I've ever known. Good afternoon, Loretta. How are you feeling today? Can you tell me why you bit Dr. Miller? That wasn't very polite. I can't help but worry that you'll bite me next. What the fuck? So I'm guessing this was the dialogue we had earlier in the game. When she was looking at the pictures and stuff. You have a familiar face. Cigarette. I thought smoking wasn't allowed in here. I like to make an exception for our regular guests. What? I need to run some tests and check the state of your bones. So I'm going to schedule you in for an x-ray, Loretta. Who are you? I suspect there might be some damage to your bone marrow. Do you happen to know what neurosyphilis is? Okay, well, it doesn't matter now. How's your leg feel? Any pain? With the drugs y'all are making me take, nothing hurts no more. Well, maybe you should have hammered in that fucking nail, Lo. Walter played a cruel joke on you. Got you from the grave, the bastard. No. What do you mean, no? Come on, it's not like you didn't have any fun, right? Although I can't quite wrap my head around one thing. Why'd you chase her? Why not just grab the manuscript? The thought didn't occur to me. Didn't occur to you? You ever think about what's waiting for you, Harris? The chair? The gas chamber? Or maybe just a rope? Hell. The end. Well, shit. Well, alrighty then. That was good. That was actually really good. That was actually a lot shorter than I thought it was. I probably could have actually recorded that all in one episode. But yeah, that was really good. I liked the story. I think I would have liked more, I guess more interactions, maybe some more puzzles or some more complex puzzles. But still, I really liked it. I mean, it was pretty simple. It's very easy to get through and kind of intuitive and stuff like that. I didn't have any troubles with any of the puzzles or anything like that. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was a really good story. And it also makes me, I mentioned this once before, but this does make me want to go back and play games like Burnhouse Lane and the Cat Lady and things like that. I don't think I ever finished the Cat Lady. It was just super depressing, and I was going through a lot at the time, and I just really didn't want to deal with that. So yeah, I might go ahead and give that a shot. I don't know, Walter. I have a bad feeling about this. Maybe we can still go back. Go back? Where? To New York? Oh, come on, baby. I promise you're gonna love it here. The nature, the air, it's beautiful. Besides, what's the worst that could happen? Yeah, okay. But yeah, that, like I said, that was really good, and it does make me want to go back and actually play some of those games like Burnhouse Lane, The Cat Lady, Lorelei. I think there were some other point and click games that I wanted to play. Again, I really do like playing narrative games, and The Cat Lady was really good for just everything that I did play. I did get, I think, about halfway into it, but I just, yeah, I couldn't beat it because, like I said, I was just going through a lot at the time, and that was depressing. And we're just ingesting all this, depressing stuff is kind of hard to do sometimes. So, like, nah, I couldn't really deal with it at the time. But yeah, I might actually give that a shot, and maybe I'll play something like that next. But maybe I'll have a poll, something like that, put it up on the channel. I do have some thoughts about what to play next. I think the next game that I planned on doing was Crow Country. I'm going to be out of town next week, so I do plan on recording at least for, I might record either Thursday or Friday. So that way I can have videos out next week and possibly, finish that before I go on vacation with my wife and her family. So that will be up Monday. That's the plan. That's hopefully the plan. I'm going to try to stick to it. I'm leaving Saturday, so I'm going to try to finish that. If I don't get that up Monday, then I will try to have that up at least Wednesday or Tuesday, and I'll just alternate the days because I'll be off all of next week, but I'll be gone from, I believe it's Saturday until Tuesday. So yeah, but I won't have to go back to work until the following week. So there's that at the very least. I'll get a little break going in, but I can do some recording and try to catch up on some of these games that I've been wanting to do. I meant to have Crow Country out a long time ago, but got caught up with things. But yeah, just yeah, guys, let me know if you would like to see me go through the entire series. I think it is a trilogy. I'm not sure what all is in there. I think the only thing I'd be worried about with playing that is, of course, the themes are very harsh, and of course, there is some music in there. I actually really like the music. I do remember buying the soundtrack to The Cat Lady, but it might be copyright, so that's the only issue that there would be there. But yeah, let me know. I might go ahead and play the entire trilogy on the channel because I've been meaning to play Lorelei and all those for quite some time. But yeah, and of course, leave any game suggestions down in the comment section because it is dry as hell out here right now as far as games. I mean, of course, there is a lot of like horror games and stuff out, but other than that, there aren't a lot of actual games that I would really want to play on the channel narrative wise. I just played one game here recently that I'll probably post this Friday, but that game was terrible, and I would really like to not play any more of it. I'll still post the video though because I recorded it. But yeah, I hopefully won't have to play any more of that game. So please do not put me through that, people. But yeah, other than that, yeah, like I said, just leave some suggestions. Maybe I'll even dig into the choice of games again, like Fallen Hero and stuff like that. I'm up for suggestions because again, there's not a whole lot out. Oh, and then there's another game too that I was thinking about playing. I think it's called A Mortician's Tale. I know you play as a mortician. It came out a few years ago, but I really, really did want to play it because it looked interesting. Again, subject matter is very depressing, but I might be willing to give it a shot. Hopefully I won't be crying my eyes out while playing it or anything like that. But yeah, that was Loretta. And like I said, this was a really good game. Bravo to all the people that worked to make this game a thing. But yeah, it was really good. I really liked it. It was a really good story. And nice little short package. I like nice little short package stories like that. So if you like the video, like the video. If you like to see more content like this, subscribe. I have a lot of things on the channel, and I will have many more things in the future. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave it in the comment section, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.